A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic escalation of tensions in the Middle East, Israel has launched a significant military operation against Iran, marking a pivotal moment in the long-standing conflict between the two nations. The operation, dubbed Operation Rising Lion, was initiated by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has made it clear that the strikes will continue as long as necessary to neutralize what Israel perceives as an existential threat from Iran. The attacks commenced early on Friday and were meticulously planned to target key military and government facilities, resulting in the deaths of several high-ranking Iranian military officials, including the head of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, RGC, Hossein Salami, and the Chief of Staff of Iran's Armed Forces, Mohammad Bagheri. The strikes also reportedly claimed the lives of prominent Iranian nuclear scientists, intensifying fears of a broader conflict in the region. The backdrop to this military action is Israel's long-standing belief that Iran poses a significant threat to its national security, particularly regarding Tehran's nuclear ambitions. Despite Iran's insistence that its nuclear program is for peaceful purposes, Israeli officials, including Netanyahu, have consistently warned that Iran could develop nuclear weapons in a matter of months. Netanyahu justified the strikes by asserting that Iran has enough fission material for up to 15 nuclear bombs, a claim that has not been substantiated by independent international assessments. The timing of the strikes raises questions, especially given ongoing negotiations between Iran and the United States regarding Tehran's nuclear program. Many analysts suggest that the Israeli attacks may be an attempt to apply additional pressure on Iran and disrupt any potential diplomatic resolutions. The U.S., which has historically been Israel's closest ally, remains a critical player in this dynamic, providing military support and diplomatic cover in international forums like the United Nations. As the situation unfolds, the potential for retaliation from Iran looms large. Iranian state media has reported that Iran has launched over 100 drones toward Israel in response to the strikes, although the Israeli military claims to have intercepted most of them. The prospect of an escalating conflict raises concerns not only for Israel and Iran but for the entire region, where U.S. military personnel are deployed and where Iranian influence extends through various allied groups. The international community has reacted with a mix of condemnation and calls for de-escalation. Many world leaders have expressed concern over Israel's aggressive military strategy, warning that it could lead to a wider regional conflict. Critics of Netanyahu's government have pointed to the potential for further violence and instability, suggesting that the prime minister's military decisions may be influenced by domestic political pressures rather than genuine security concerns. In the wake of these developments, Netanyahu's coalition government has rallied around the military, with opposition leaders also expressing support for the strikes. However, some political analysts argue that Netanyahu's reliance on conflict could backfire, leading to increased scrutiny of his leadership and the potential for political fallout as the situation escalates. Legal experts have raised questions about the legality of Israel's actions under international law. Many argue that Israel's use of force against Iran does not meet the criteria for self-defense as outlined in the UN Charter, particularly given the absence of an imminent threat from Iran. Critics contend that Israel's justification for the attacks is based on speculative assessments rather than concrete evidence of an immediate danger. As the dust settles from the initial strikes, the world watches closely to see how Iran will respond and what implications this will have for regional stability. The situation remains fluid, with the potential for further military engagements and a deepening crisis that could reshape the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. With both sides entrenched in their positions, the path to peace appears increasingly fraught with peril. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.